For today's activity, we're going to talk about fingerprints and their characteristics. Every person is born with their own individual, unique fingerprints. In fact, if you're an identical twin, you have the same DNA as your twin, however, you have different fingerprints. When we look at these fingerprints and their characteristics, we're looking at three main patterns: arches, loops, and whorls. Keep in mind that a person may have any number of these three patterns in a set of fingerprints. An arch is the simplest type of fingerprint pattern, but also the most rare. Only about 5% of the population has arch prints. Arch patterns have ridges that begin on one side and end on the other side, making a line that looks like a hill. A tented arch has a higher, more prominent spike in the center. Loop patterns are the most common. They're found in about 70% of the population. In a loop pattern, ridges begin and end on the same side. Radial loops start and end on the thumb side of the finger and point toward the radius bone in the forearm. Ulnar loops start and end on the same side as the pinky finger and point toward the forearm's ulna bone. In every loop, there is a triangular shaped pattern, like the Greek letter delta, where fingerprint ridges meet. In a whorl pattern, the ridges form a spiral that appears to complete a full circle. Approximately 25% of the population has whorl patterns. There are 4 major whorl patterns, and each one has at least 2 deltas. Plain whorls have 1 or more ridges that make a complete circle. You'll see a small circle in the middle with concentric circles spreading out from there. There are 2 deltas on the print that are on opposite sides of the circles. An imaginary line between the 2 deltas crossing through some part of the ridge circle. If the line does not touch the circular ridge pattern at all, the whorl is a central pocket loop. A double loop whorl has 2 loops combined into one print. It resembles a yin-yang symbol with 2 teardrop-shaped halves. And if a print has 2 or more patterns, or does not fall clearly into any other category, it is considered an accidental whorl.